Good evening, students. So today, that is our day 6, and in the lecture count 10th and 11th, we will give you the training on the computer fundamental. We are very much thankful to the School of Study in Physics, Vikram University, Ujjain, to give a wonderful opportunity to interact with the students. We Curious Infotech Solutions are also giving industry-based training, projects, internships, and after successful completion of internships, student will get good placement in the industry. If any student want to involve with us, he may use our email ID info@curiousinfotechsolution.com. You also advise to visit our website www.curiousinfotechsolution.com to get proper and update information. Now I will move to our today's syllabus slide. Now today we will give more brief on some language and software as a MatLab, SciLab, and the MathCAD. So these three software are very much important for your research, for your academic, and for your practical aspects. So, very first I will explain MatLab, then I will jump on a SciLab, and lastly the MathCAD. Now we will understand more in MathCAD. In coming lecture, I will give you the introduction of operating system and networking and MS Office. So here there is one question: what is MATLAB? Now by name MATLAB, you may understand mat for the matrix, lab for the laboratory. तो MATLAB में दो वर्ड हैं, पहला है मैट फॉर द मैट्रिक्स और लैब फॉर द लैबोरेटरी. MATLAB is a high performance language. Actually, this is used for the technical computing. In MATLAB, we can also make very fruitful programming, and that will be the very much GUI for getting a good application in a MATLAB. Actually, MATLAB integrates in very important terms. First is the computation, second is the visualization, and third is the programming. So these three actually MATLAB integrated in their environment and give the wonderful opportunity to make a good application. MATLAB is a modern programming language environment. Nowadays, MATLAB is very much popular due to this kind of programming language environment. Actually, the MATLAB has sophisticated data structure. So this is the first popularity of MATLAB is sophisticated data structure. Also, they contain built-in editing and the debugging tool to get a very effective errors remedy. MATLAB also support object-oriented programming. Lastly, not but least, we can say MATLAB is an excellent tool for research purpose. This is about the some concept of the MATLAB. Now we will see more about the use of MATLAB, where actually we will use the MATLAB. Now here we have very good view of this using MATLAB. Basically, millions of engineers and scientists worldwide uses the MATLAB. In industry or in academia, MATLAB has a range of application. बहुत अधिक रेंज में MATLAB की application engineers or scientists कर रहे हैं. Now the purpose of this using MATLAB are following. First is the deep learning and machine learning. Second is the signal processing and communication, image and video processing, control system, testing and measurement, computational finance and computational biology. So these are the very important application and purpose of the MATLAB. Now we will understand the basic building block of the MATLAB. Basically, MATLAB is different than C and C++ and computer traditional language. MATLAB has a powerful built-in routines. Actually, these built-in routines enable a very widely variety of computation. Clear? It also has easy to use graphics command. And these graphic commands actually make the visualization of result that immediately available in this environment. Now, the specific application are collected in package. Actually, this package also known as toolbox. And this package is nothing but collection of specific application. Actually, this toolbox are available for signal processing, for symbolic computation, control theory, simulation, optimization, and several other fields of applied science and engineering. So we can easily conclude There are very much importance of MATLAB in our computer. Now we will understand the power of computational mathematics. Basically, we have to deal with the very useful concept like a matrix and array. This is the one important data structure required in the MATLAB. 2D and 3D plotting, graphics, linear algebra, algebraic equation, non-linear function. These are the very important concept and title to know how we can implement through the MATLAB. Also, statistics, data science, calculus and differential equation, numerical calculation, integrations. So these are the very milestone of the MATLAB. Now I will explain the power or visualization of this MATLAB. Basically, this is culture of environment are in this concept. This is the basically your complete culture of the your what MATLAB is doing. One is the graphics, then computations and the external interface, and also we have a toolbox, and these are under the built-in function. So this concept actually very much helpful for the industry also. Now in the MATLAB there are 5 main elements. What are that? The first element is development environment. This is the first important your what? Element of MATLAB. Clear? So this is the first. Now come to the second. What is that? MATLAB, Mathematical Functional Library. If this library not good, then there will be no potential of the MATLAB in the market. So basically, they have very much enhanced libraries. Now also MATLAB as a language, like a C language, like other languages, the MATLAB work as a not only software but also as a programming. Now MATLAB is very much prompt in the graphics. And lastly, the MATLAB, they have an external interface like a API, application program interface. Now I will explain how to use the MATLAB. There are, as usual, two ways. First is the your downloaded MATLAB, and second is the online MATLAB. So here I am giving you the description of online MATLAB. Now let in Google you do online MATLAB compiler, you will get the one important link. You please click on that and you will get your MATLAB online. Now check whether you are getting this kind of output or not. So this is the basically environment getting in the MATLAB. If you are going by the online, you will get a such type of the window. Here we have control folder. We have a workspace. We also have your working area, that is the prompt. And here that is the URL is there. Now I will explain how we can work with the MATLAB. The very fundamental concept is required, that is the mathematics as a arithmetic operation. So I am calling this MATLAB arithmetic operation. You first do the addition, in which 5 plus 2, you will get an answer 7. So this is the basically first addition. Now subtraction, 5 minus 2. So you will get a 5 minus 2, that is the 3. Then multiplication, you will get 5 multiplied by 2, that is the your 10. Now division, in the division you will get 5 divided by 2, so you should get a 2.50. And lastly, we have a power function. So this power function basically do the power of a value. Say 5 cap 2 means you want power of this 2. So you should get what? 25. Now we will see the matrix. So let I have a matrix input. See the mat A is a variable. Now width is equal to, you make a 1 sense of this matrix 1 2 semicolon 3 4. So you will get a output like a mat A with the 1 2 and 3 4. Now see the beautifulness of matrix operation in MATLAB. Basically we want sum 4 with the all individual elements. So let I want 4 plus 1, it is 5, 2 plus 4 6, 3 plus 4 7, 4 plus 4, that is 8. So likewise you have to understand one by one all operation. So let you make this matrix. First you define the matrix, that is the mat A is equal to 1 2 semicolon 3 4. As soon as you will enter, you will get a mat A is equal to 1 2 3 4. Now it is a fixed. Now come to the next. That is the your vector creation. Now vector, how we can create? So let I have this type of the simple one creation but through the array. So let 1. So this one actually your start. Now this 2 is your step. And lastly what we have? This 10, that is known as a end. So if you know this sequence, then very good. Otherwise we have to rectify, nothing else. So this series is starting from 1 ending to 10, and next value will get a increment by this 2. That's why 1 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9. Okay. Now I will explain how to make a actually important work with the MATLAB. Say plot the graph. So I have a such type of the values of x starting with the 0, ending with the your step is a 5 and the ending will be 100. Now you assign this x to y. So let we have a two series, one is the x and second is the y. So likewise we can make a beautiful of the what your each and every point. Now I want to make a one sine wave. So how we can make? Let we have a plot. We already have a value of x, value of y. Then you have to say the x label in x-axis label. This is the your x-axis label, y-axis label, and what your title and the grid on. So likewise you can make a your beautiful attractive graphs. Now I want to explain how we can display the two function. So here I have x value starting from 0 ending to 10 with the step 0.01. Now you do find out the y and find out the g. So y is a function of sin x and g is a function of cos x. Now you fit this all in the plot. So you have to plot xy and your xg, and we have legend as a sin x and the cos x. So likewise you have to make a beautifulness of the your software. Now lastly I will explain how to make your 3D. So I have this output with the mesh grid. Mesh grid is a function to create your 3D. So I have this mesh grid minus 10 to your 10 with the increment 0.1. Now here we have to make the value assigned to x and y. So I have a square root of this x and y, and this t will come to the your sin t and 10. Then you have to prepare the mesh with the x and y z. So as soon as you will enter, you will get this type of the your output. Okay. Now I will explain how to display this all in the MATLAB. Now see here, I have online MATLAB. It will be like that. The environment of online MATLAB is this one. We have a current folder. We have a workshop. Workplace is there. Okay. Now very first I will clear all. Okay. And then I will say CLC. Now I will write my code. Say I want to make this addition 5 plus 2. I will just copy and paste so that no error is there, and you will get 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Likewise, you can do the subtraction, multiplication, division and power. Now I have this matrix. We will create one matrix there. Now let I have this matrix enter. I should get mat A 1, 2 and 3, 4. Now I want to add 4 in all. So what we will do? We will mat A plus 4. Okay. Now here you write mat A plus 4. You should get a 1, and here you try to understand this 1, and a 1 will get a your 5. 2 will be the your 6. And likewise 3 you will get a 7. And 4 you will get a 4 plus 4, that is 8. Okay. So this is about the your vector creation. Now I will explain which program. Now let I have this A. A is equal to 1 to 10 with step 2. Let I have this screen and say A is equal to 1 to 10 with step 2. So here you will get 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Now how to plot? So this is the your simple plot. Now I will make a coding of that so that I should get a what my plot is there. Now this is the your plot between the your x and y. Okay, so this is the your program. Now come to the your next, that is the your like this, or you can create such type of the multiple function. Now see here, I am just copying and paste. I should get a one window of the your output. So this is the same window of the your output. Now see, this is the window and this is the window. Both are the same. Okay. Now you make a mesh. Now the mesh with this. Now see, you will get it one 3D. If the no error is there, you will get a mesh. Now see, this is the your output. Now this output you make a somewhat move. Okay. Now see, I am rotating this one and see that this all type of the your output is there. Okay. Now I am reaching to my next software as a science SciLab. It is nothing but scientific lab. Now I will explain first. This scientific lab is an open source software that is used for data analysis and what your computation. Science lab is also alternative of MATLAB, as the MATLAB is not a open source, but your science lab is a open source. Actually, science lab is named as a scientific laboratory, and this resolves the problem related to your numeric data. So we are using the another path to maintain the your numerical data. Actually, MATLAB, the science lab, uses an approximation technique which is called as a scientific computing. So by this, you can easily make it very fruitful, similar to your MATLAB. Now, what are the features of our science lab? The very first, it is capable to solve different algebraic equations. It also supports the development of certain complicated algorithm, and it is capable to make a model, the previous computation, also perform the visualization in the bar graph, in the line, in the histogram, and your MathML notation. Okay, so this is about the features of science lab. Now we will understand the difference between your MATLAB and the science lab is there. So MATLAB is a high-level programming language that is used for performing the mathematical computing. Now science lab, it is a software that is used to performing scientific computation. And MATLAB is actually short used for the matrix laboratory, and science lab is a short used for the scientific laboratory. Now the language is written in the MATLAB as a C, C++, Java. Now for the science lab, it is the only Fortran is changing, C, C++ and Fortran. Basically the file with the name as a what? Name as a your .m, and here .sci is there. Now the command used begin with the percentage, and here we are using the what? Double slash. MATLAB is not a open source language, but we have a science lab as a completely open source software. Now I will also explain the MATLAB is used for solving the high level computation, and this science lab actually it is solving the low level scientific computation. Now we will understand in two slides with the MathCAD. So very first try to understand the features of MathCAD. So MathCAD is nothing but is a computer software program that allow you to enter and manipulate mathematical equation, perform calculation and analyze data, and we have to plot data. So this is the first actually commitment of the MathCAD. Now second is this combination mark MathCAD, an individual tool to the physical chemist engineer who combine the physical science with mathematics to describe the chemical phenomena. MathCAD can present both equation and numerical value in easy to read fashion. Now the MathCAD actually uses the unique method, and it is a unique method to manipulate the formula, number, text and the graph. Now MathCAD is a unique powerful way to work with the equation, number, text, and the what your graph. Now lastly, you try to understand what your MathCAD get. Now this is the actually your working environment of the MathCAD. You will get all options. Let we are making a 1x as a 0 to 2 with the increment 0.5. So whenever I will click x is equal to, I will get this type of the series. Okay. Now I will explain. Now I will give the demonstration of MathCAD. So your MathCAD is like this. This is the your pick. Now this is the your MathCAD. Okay. Now I will change this simple 1 to this. I will use instead of 1 is a 0. I will get this one. Now change, let it is a 5 and press this one. You will get a all number of this one. Okay. So this is the actually way how we are maintaining. Suppose I am making a one more x is equal to, and then now you will getting this one. Now see your x is equal to, you will get this one. You can make an instance of any time. This is the your x. Likewise, we can generate many more requirement from the only one equation. So this is the complete information of MathCAD, SciLab, and your what? Lastly is what? Your MathCAD. So it is my advice to all students, you please check out this all in the appropriate software. Okay. Now I am stopping this class. Thank you to all.